Mother, father, gentleman. Mother, father, gentleman.
Hey guys, Jake here from HookahRev.com, bringing you a review on a new product. This is called the Blazn Burner. So as I'm packaging or unpackaging this product, we're going to do a little bit of overview on this. This is a charcoal burner made by the good old folks over at HookahRev. This is a new innovation, I would say. This is definitely something exciting for the hookah industry because, as most people do, they use charcoal to smoke their hookah, and always trying to light it quicker is better. So this is a product that's advertised to light charcoal, coconut charcoal or natural charcoal, in about half the time as a regular conventional coil top electric burner. So as you can see, I'm unboxing everything. You saw the manual, the little grill tray that I'm holding right now, the plug, and of course some pretty hefty packaging, which is expected because it is a high piece of technology. You see the actual unit right here. It's not too big. I think it's actually a perfect size for personal use. So what you see me unpacking right now are actually the infrared, the actual emitters. So be careful with those. You don't want to touch those with your hands because the oils on your hands might actually make it combust or fail sooner than it should. This is the handle. One of my favorite features of the HookahRev, as well as this one, is that nifty little handle technology, which is fairly simple but underrated in my opinion. So that's how it sits on, that's how you clamp it off, and then you actually have, you have the actual Blazn burner unit right here. Now that's where we'll have to plug in the emitters, but first unscrew the plate. So you need a Phillips head screwdriver, just 2 screws, fairly easy. Just unscrewing this. Unscrew the second one. Apparently I need 2 hands. I'm trying to expedite this a little bit. So once you unscrew this unit, you do want to be careful with this technology because it is a little bit more sensitive than anything normal. But as I said, these are the emitters. They are wrapped very, very well, so it does protect all the parts that you shouldn't be touching with your bare hands. Now, as a precursor, I did wash my hands with very hot water and dishwashing detergent to take off all the oils, as well as some hand sanitizer. But I'm going to do my best without wearing gloves and just holding the ceramic ends. White end down is where you're supposed to go. It's all in the instruction manual. There's a little bit of a trick to this. You have to make sure that the emitters are going from, there's like a little bump on the side of each. As you can see, I messed up here a little bit. I didn't notice it, but you can see the bumps right there. That's where you have to do it. You can push it a little bit. Don't be too forceful because it is a glass tube, this emitter, so it's definitely fragile, but not too fragile. So yeah, you want to unwrap the other one, of course. And these are all replaceable parts. If you happen to break one or if they go out on you, you can order replacement parts very easily. So into the little notch, push it forward and snap it into the other notch right there. Just make sure it's make sure it's in there tightly. So as you can see, if it can move, if it has a little bit of give like that, that means it is in there properly. Yeah, just make sure it's tight. Yeah, again, be very careful not to touch that with your bare hands as much as you can. Once you pop those in, all you have to do is put that grill plate back on. Now the beauty of this is that the charcoal never touches the actual heating element. It just basically acts as an oven, which is quite nice, so it's not direct heat. Once you screw this back on, or both of these back on, taking my sweet time here. Screw both of these back on, and that basically does it. That is the setup of the Blazn burner. That's all that's involved. Very easy, very straightforward. Okay, so we've got both burners, coil burner and the Blazn burner. You can see they're cool to the touch. We're going to use Cocoa Buzz charcoal for this review. 3 coals, burners are still off, 3 coals there. Placing them neatly. And we're going to start the burning process as soon as the timer clicks on. Wait for it. There you go. So now Blazn burner is on, coil burner is on, and we're off. As you can see, even within seconds of turning this on, the Blazn burner is already producing smoke, whereas the coil burner is probably just starting to heat up there. Okay, so I want to show this 2 minutes into the actual burning process. You can see that there's absolutely no effect on the electric coil burner yet. Now let's flip the coal from the Blazn burner, and there's already some very nice heat distribution going on within only 2 minutes. Alright, 4-minute mark. So obviously everything's been time-lapsed if you haven't noticed it. 4 minutes in, and the electric coil burner looks like that. Blazn burner looks like that. So you can see it's very, very fast. So 4 minutes into it, or I'm sorry, yeah, 4 minutes into it, I'm flipping them already. And whereas the electric burner is nowhere near complete. So we're going to watch this a little bit until the 6-minute mark. And right here, 6-minute mark, the electric coil burner is just ready to flip right now. And the Blazn burner, where are we at? Fully lit. 6 minutes and everything is done. 6 minutes in, the Blazn burner is already done. Electric heater, where are we at? We'll see in a second. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of time lapse. You can see still some black in the middle, but now it's done. What would a video review be without my pretty face in it, right? So to bring everything together, Blazn burner, you guys saw everything from the unpackaging, the setup, as well as the comparison on electric coil burner versus the Blazn burner. So this is the box that it came in, as you guys saw. Very good packaging, you can always count on it. The one thing that I can tell you guys, this is the instruction and safety manual. I suggest reading it just so you understand about the infrared emitters and how not to overload, how not to use it. Basically all the do nots. You wanna give this a read. It's not just in there for decoration. So bringing this all together, Blazn burner. I think we showed everything that we possibly should have in this review. So all it comes down to, is it worth it? 12 to $20 is the average rate of where you would buy a standard electric coil burner, whether that's at Walgreens, online, Amazon, wherever you guys get your burners. Let's average it at $15. Now, if you smoke as much as I do, typically those go out pretty quickly. I would say I go through about 3 or 4 a year. But this one is warranted for 1 year, and the infrared parts are actually replaceable. Now, I'm not as technically savvy as some of you guys, so I don't have the skill set to change the actual coils on the coil burners. And I've noticed even using it in a high commercial setting, they just tend to melt overall. Now, this is very, very well built. This is a very well built piece of machinery. I can tell you that much. For $69, I'd say it's a pretty obvious choice that this is an amazing product for the price point. It's well under $100. It heats up so fast. The minute you flip the switch, and it says it in the safety guide, but definitely don't look directly at it. You need some sunglasses or something because it emits very, very bright heat. The temperatures get up to 1500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is intense. Even if you saw in the beginning of this video, when I was flipping them on the Blazn burner while trying to show you guys the time lapse, I almost burnt my hand. It hurt a lot. Good thing I wasn't doing voice, but yeah, it was really, really hot. So it does get hot very, very fast. Now, how I can put this in real world settings, what I do, just like you guys do, is you turn your electrical burner on, you put the coals on, and then you go clean your hookah, load your bowl, do whatever you need to do, make your cup of tea, because basically you have about 10 minutes worth of waiting for coconut charcoal to light. Now, this is definitely the first and only burner that can beat me in setting up, especially with the flat coconut charcoal. The charcoal is done. I have to rush to get it. So, all in all, this is an amazing product. The only downfalls that I have for this is that the light is very, very bright. It's almost a little inconvenient because you can't tell when the charcoal is done, but that is why they suggest to turn it off while checking the charcoal. I don't think it's something that can be fixed in any ways because that's just the nature of infrared technology. I would much rather deal with it being bright than having charcoal take so long to light. That is one downfall. The second downfall is because it is such high heat, it is so hot that it tends to, no matter what charcoal you're using, at times it will crack your coconut charcoal. Now I tried it with Cocoa Buzz, I tried it with Cocoa Messiah, so I tried the cubes. Actually, you can see it right here. Even that cracked, and I tried it with Coconut as well as Chronic Hookah. In all test batches, there was one piece of charcoal that just cracked. And that is the case with coconut charcoal. If you put too much heat on it, it's going to crack. But other than that, this is a highly recommended product. This is actually one of the first products we're going to introduce into the HookahRev online store, which is going to sell select items that we truly stand by. But it is also available at our partners hookah-shisha.com in the meantime. But this is definitely a product that you guys, if you are a serious hookah smoker, or even if you are not a serious hookah smoker, but you want to have your coconut charcoal light fast, this is the product to get. Overall HookahRev.com rating, we give this one a 96 out of 100. Only points lost with those two things, the bright light, and it's almost too much heat. But then again, yeah, you guys follow me. Alright. See you guys later, guys. This is Jake, HookahRev.com. Be sure to check out the website. Plenty of discounts on there. See you guys next time.